What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in this edition of film session, we'll just be looking at KPA's, the KPA women's team, what they did in the FIBA Africa Women's Cup. Without further ado, we just get into it. So you have a typical KPA possession where you don't even know who's supposed to bring the ball up court. They're just dishing out or just in front. And look at how slow they are. They just look so disorganized in there. You can see Natalie is supposed to be the point guard. She just dishes it and just runs to the dunker spot, and that's a place where Medina is supposed to be. Medina was in the team at the time, but now she's in the ZTech Sparks. And this is the team that is going to be back here because they've gone unbeaten. But during last year, even if they went unbeaten this whole regular season in playoffs that came to a close about a weekend ago, they still have so many flaws in their game that they get exposed when they play in Zone 5 or the Africa Women's Cup like we saw last year. Just look at their possession. They're just looking for Okoro in there, and she just gets stopped and it rolls to a bad shot that just clanks. You can even see the shot selection is wanting. I'm not sure if she's supposed to be taking that shot at the corner because she's not even a three-point shooter, but she just has to take it because the shot clock has expired. So yeah, very, very bad, and just a wasted possession. And this is a possession that happened early in the game. You can see it's only 1 minute played, less than a minute played, like 57 seconds played, and this is how they decided to start the game. Actually, I can say that's just embarrassing, but you can see Interclub, they just really know what they're doing. That's a screen right there, and looking at the way they're setting up, you could see KPA, they just know how to set up a defense, but their offense is just pretty lacking. If you tell them to defend the ball and get the possession, they can, but what they do with it is just funny. You can see Natalie, she dishes that pass in there to Belinda, but you can see her footwork is off, and she should have been whistled for a foul. Not for a foul, but should have been whistled for a travel because her footwork is funny there, but she was whistled for a foul. But if you look at Interclub really didn't start pretty well in this game. Got that position just thrown away, and it was just a funny thing to see. I remember I saw this game and I was looking at it live when it happened, and it was just funny. And I just knew from the onset, Interclub even sniffed it. Even in the previous video that I made in this film session series, you could see Interclub was setting up pretty well, and they just knew what they had to do. Look at the way KPA is setting up. There's no communication, there's just miscommunication on offense. The ball is passing there. Natalie doesn't know if she's supposed to shoot or take it in, or even call for screens and ISO play. She's just looking for Okoro in there to fight. But the way you can even see how the defense on Okoro was pretty different. You could see she had 3 players. There's a player that was guarding her, and there are 2 players in the paint that were really collapsing on her because they knew she's a threat inside, and they defended very, very well, and results in a wasted possession. But not a wasted possession, but she went to the line. But a better shot would have been manufactured as opposed to going to the line. But hey, I mean, at the time, that was the one they could get. But looking at how Interclub were going in, that's a block right there. But it's a foul. It was ruled a foul in there. But you could see Okoro, the KPA's offense was just evolving around her. There's no other player that was able to even score double digits aside from her. And if you look at the way they were playing, it's just 1 versus 5 because majority of the time you're just seeing players just running around. Natalie, this is not a shot that she's good at taking, especially at the catch and shoot. She has not set up pretty well. The defender was even fighting on the screen. She couldn't even get daylight to get to her, but she just had that quick release and it just clanked. And it's a Interclub possession. And even looking at how KPO are just moving towards the game, you can see the offense wasn't that clear. You can see even if you have like a clear way to even, yeah, like even like a textbook way to get to the game, I feel like they should have just stuck to the fundamentals on offense. Defense, they're actually playing pretty well, but it's unfortunate that they just let a lot of points. They conceded a lot of points in there. But if you look at the way they were setting up on offense, okay, she has freed herself up, but she wasn't able to take that time because number two was just falling Okoro in there. Even that turn, it's another difficult shot that she wasn't able to square up and set up pretty well. But honestly, if you ask me, another shot will have been manufactured as opposed to this. That's in the paint, and she just decided to do that ugly turnaround fadeaway, and well, it wasn't helping at the time. But if you look at another possession, KPO just being crowded out in there, and it results in a foul. So this is just part one of like a blooper reel. You could see this majority of them in the first, but I'll be following it up with other videos just to look at what they did. So yeah, man, if you like this video, please be sure to comment what you think in the comment section on what you think that KPO might have done differently. And I'm out. Peace.